Hi guys, welcome to the fire. We're doing another quick video in the backyard today. In one of my previous videos I did on a first aid kit / survival kit I keep in my backpack all the time. And in that kit I showed two items, a little knife and a little fire steel that I keep in there. And if you noticed on them, they both had lanyards. Lanyards are something I like to put on a lot of my tools. It gives them a bit more practicality. You can hang them. There's the added benefit of you got tons of extra rope then that you can just take off and use for whatever you need in an emergency situation. And another thing is it gives it a bit of character, right? I like these items, I like to use them, and I like to customize them. So it helps them stand out a bit. The two items you saw in the first aid kit was this little knife and this little fire steel here. So I'll show you some of the features of these lanyards, and I'll start with something simple and I'll work my way up. Okay, to start with something on the simple end, we got a Silky Pocket Boy folding saw. It's got the 130mm blade on it, and I just tied a simple loop on the end. You can use this to hang. You can hang it from your belt, put it in a pocket, tie it to something on your belt loop so you don't drop it by accident. And this is just some reflective guy wire you'd use for like a tent. And I just tied a simple lanyard knot on it. So yeah, that's something on the very simple end. Here's a close-up of the knot I used for the Pocket Boy. This is the lanyard knot. Makes a nice tidy little knot. You can use it good for a stopper knot. And then the ends have been finished off with a lighter. And so for the complex end, we have here a Great Force Brooks Small Forest Axe. I love this axe, and I thought this gave it a bit of extra character. So I'll show you the details on this at the end of the video. So we'll start with our simple things and work to the more complex. So moving up from the Pocket Boy, we have here a SOG Snarl. It's just a little knife that I keep in my first aid kit. And here's a link to the video with the first aid kit, and if you want to see some more of the other items I keep in there, because I like to keep some survival items in it as well. So it's using the same rope, and on this one I tied what's called a snake knot, and then I used a firesteel.com toggle, which is one of their fire steels, and then a few more of the snake knots. And yeah, I like it. It just gives it a bit of extra practicality with the fire steel on it. And you can use the rope for something too if you had to, and it's just good for hanging it and organization. The other item I keep in that first aid kit / survival kit is a fire steel. So on here I tied a double figure 8 knot, and this is a chain sinet, and then on the other end another double figure 8 knot. You hear the blue jay over there making a racket? Here's how I use this lanyard. I feed it through a belt loop, then take the fire steel through the loop and pull it tight, and now you won't drop it or lose it, and you can keep it in a pocket. Here's another example of that same lanyard I used on the SOG Snarl. This is just a cheap knife I got in a blind box. So it also has the same snake knot, the fire steel lanyard toggle, and then to finish it off again with the snake knot again. So this one I used is a lot bigger, obviously, so you can use this one to improve your grip, and hang it from your wrist if you drop it, hang it up in camp, whatever. It's something just to give it a bit more character. Here's another example of a lanyard I use for a bigger fire steel than the other one. It's all the same knots. So this one's got a little clasp on the end. It's a bigger fire steel, so this one's a lot heavier. So you can use that just to hook it onto a belt loop and then shove it into your pocket. You don't have to worry about it. So here are the knots I used for the fire steel. So we got the double figure 8 knot for the loop. This is a chain sinet, so it's a quick deploy knot. Once you untie it, you just give it a tug and it'll all come undone. Another double figure 8 knot on the end there. So all those first ones I showed you were using that guy line. It's reflective, so it helps you find them in the dark too. You can shine a flashlight on them and it shines quite bright in the dark. And here's some ones you can make with paracord. This is just a zipper pull I have on a Possibles pouch. This is 2 strands of rope. Each strand's about 5 feet long. And I'll show you a close-up. This is a fire cord. So inside it there is an additional line that's here, look, blue jays over there going nuts. So in here is actually 2 lines. It's about 5 feet long each, and they're tied together. And this is actually a fire cord rope. So in addition to the normal strands that a paracord would have, this has an additional strand of rope that's covered in wax, and it's you can either pull it out to use as a fire starter, or you can light the rope itself and it burns like a candle. Here's a SOG cookery knife, and I used the same knots I used on the other ones. So it's got the chain cinet, and it's finished off with a snake knot, and it's also the same fire cord as before. I really like having a strong lanyard on a heavy tool like this. It makes it a lot more comfortable to hang it up somewhere in camp. You need a nice strong rope. And if you're swinging it and chopping it, it's good to have the extra, I don't know, confidence of having it wrapped around your wrist. So here's a way you can combine both those knots together. So here's the same snake knot that I used for my knives, this without a fire seal toggle. And then the chain cinet. This is also fire cord. Alright, here's the final one you can make. So this has the same style lanyard I have down below with the chain cinet and the 2 double figure 8 knots. Got tons of cord. And then there's a handle wrap on here. So this is finished off with a Turk's head knot, is what it's called on either end. And then the wrap. And there's a hidden feature in this one too. I'll show you a close-up. There is a miniature fire steel that's covered under the wraps here. And then once again, this is also a fire cord. So you can see that extra red line in there. That's the tinder that's inside the cord. So it's as strong as regular paracord, but with the added benefit of having the tinder in it. So you can either just burn the cord without taking it out and it just burns slowly like a candle, or you just cut a little piece off and pull that out, and it's great for catching a spark. Then I said there also was an extra feature in here, and here hidden under the wraps, you can just kind of see it there. There's another miniature fire steel. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you come back to the campfire again sometime soon. If you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Or give me a comment if you have any thoughts of how I can further customize any of my tools here. And please subscribe. I got lots more stuff to show you, and if you'd like to see it, that's a great way too. Thanks. See you again soon.